Kaleidoscope kicked off the year properly and has gained a massive fanbase after only one season. The new Netflix original hit the platform on January 1st, 2023, and while a second season has yet to be confirmed, given the fact that the show was going strong in the Netflix top 10 for nearly a month, I can imagine that the big bosses are absolutely thinking about it. Something I've been thinking about is whether a character should ever truly be considered dead when they never show a body. But I'm getting ahead of myself. There are the questions that Kaleidoscope Season 1 leaves unanswered before Season 2. Some of these have been figured out by extra observant viewers. Others have outcomes that are simply very likely, while there are also quite a few who have truly been left to the imagination. For starters, did Judy really abandon Stan? Throughout the series' shuffleable episodes, it becomes clear that Judy does have feelings for Stan and may even share a connection with him, but it's demonstrated in Pink that she does have a bit of a self-destructive side. Not to mention her misgivings about her relationship with Stan, she also doubts whether he'd be able to look out for their best interests. It's disappointing, if not kind of heartbreaking, to think that Judy might have run off with the money, but I have to admit that it wouldn't be out of character. It would be a fitting ending to her storyline. But if you don't like that idea, you're completely welcome to imagine she chooses to go into a different direction. After all, the series leaves it up to your own interpretation. Something else that's quite a mystery is Nazan's death. Are the triplets responsible for her unfortunate ending? It's completely left up in the air what exactly led to Nazan's understated, sudden death, but Toby seems to be convinced by the explanation that his and Nazan's former supervisor offers. I guess she just sacrificed her health in the process of her relentless pursuit of the heist investigation, but how coincidental that Nazan's abrupt collapse happened moments after being warned to stop looking into the triplets, and pretty much immediately after that weird stranger held her hands. That encounter was described almost word for word by Roger. He had told Hannah what the potential consequences could be when crossing people like the triplets, remember? Yeah, let's just assume that Nazan didn't die of natural causes, even if we'll never find out the whole truth.
Hey, a bloody good eye.
You need to be nicer to people.
Will the case be different for RJ's death, though? Even though we learn about his death at different points in the series, given the fact that Kaleidoscope can be watched in any order you want, RJ's fate is only divulged in white. However, going by chronological order of the series, only Judy, Bob, and Stan, who never revealed that he witnessed the married couple hide RJ's body to the rest of the crew, know the horrible truth. I mean, even the FBI doesn't know about RJ's death yet. Does this mean that RJ will remain missing forever? Or will he be given the dignity of a real grave? I'm sorry to say that once again, we'll probably never find out. With all these open endings, it's easy to forget that there's a whole character present in Kaleidoscope who technically never even makes it onto the screen. Nonetheless, her existence plays a huge role in the decisions that Hannah makes. But with so many fragmented narrative arcs, fascinating characters, and numerous plot points to keep track of, it's you're forgiven if you forgot about Hannah's pregnancy.
Hello. Hi, Grandpa.
There she is.
I named her Lily.
Hi.
Lily, her baby girl, is only there in thought after all, but all that Kaleidoscope offers with regards to her biological father is that his relationship with Hannah only lasted for a few weeks, and he wasn't really interested in becoming a father. If you were expecting another cast member to be revealed to have a relationship with Hannah somewhere in the series, you weren't the only one, but that never happened. This could mean that Lily's father really wasn't adding much to the story to begin with. It's Lily who finally motivates Hannah to truly start her journey into motherhood and establish an identity for herself apart from the men in her life. She just wants to become a parent who doesn't follow in the footsteps of her loved but self-destructive father. And while Hannah and Lily are on the verge of a whole new chapter together, it's implied that Leo has come to the end of his story in Pink, which is the show's chronological last episode. The episode ends with a mysterious gunman aiming a gun at Leo's head, but the screen fades to pink as the gun goes off. And while a lot of viewers have simply accepted that Leo died right then and there in that dim tunnel, the truth is, we don't don't know. There's a reason that they say a character isn't dead until a body is shown. Even if Leo is suffering from Parkinson's disease, he's quick-witted and clever, and there's no way that he didn't hear the mysterious gunmen coming in a tunnel. And disarming a man who has been walking far too close to him not to arouse suspicion is far from the most bizarre thing that Leo has successfully taken to survive, don't you think? But then again, Kaleidoscope was meant to be an anthology series. It's very unlikely that we'll ever find out for real whether Leo escaped death or not.
Why didn't you take the truck?
He wasn't there, man, but I'll tell you who was there. Look who decided to show up. Where's your husband?
So, who was the gunman in the tunnel? The identity of the gunman is never directly unveiled in Kaleidoscope, but some bright television sleuths were able to piece it all together off-screen, and the conclusion is that Roger's son, Brad, is almost definitely the gunman.
Necessary, sir. The system is on full lockdown.
Dad, come on.
Yeah, just in the middle of something, buddy. Give me a second.
Hey, go be with your family. I'll call you if the smallest thing comes up.
But how do they find out? Well, apparently, the damning evidence is the fact that the actor's name, Nate Katsuke, is actually listed in the credits of the episode as a guest star, but the actor doesn't seem to make an appearance in the episode at all. And then there's that overlooked fact that his character, Brad, is seen wearing the exact same, very distinct graphic shirt in the episode called White, as the gunman is wearing in pink. It's a detail the camera seems to linger on intentionally, moments before he reaches for the gun, which brings us to the conclusion that we were supposed to notice the shirt at the very least. But then again, for all we know, someone just happened to have the same shirt, or maybe they stole it from Brad, who knows? But if Brad did decide to become a murderer, it's entirely possible that it may not have been his idea to begin with. Yes, it does seem like Brad is indeed the gunman at the end of Pink, but what is his motive? Sure, Brad has a reason or two not to be a fan of Leo's. Leo put Brad's father in jail for one.
All I have to do is just speak up. You'll be right here next to me.
Go on then. Just leave Hannah alone.
Ah, fuck you for thinking I'd hurt her.
Oh, more than you did already.
And the family company is pretty much destroyed, ruining Brad's plans of joining the company himself. But what if Roger told Brad that Leo is this horrible villain, and told his son that he was completely blindsided and betrayed by his former friend and ally? Even if Roger still wanted Leo to die after their conversation in the prison, it does seem a bit unlikely that Roger would ask his own son to do his dirty work, even if Roger isn't exactly used to doing his own. But would he really ask something that extreme of his son? Just consider the fallout if Brad failed or was implicated in the murder. No, it doesn't seem likely, but not impossible either. I guess nothing is for Kaleidoscope. And those were some of the questions that Season 1 of Kaleidoscope leaves unanswered before Season 2.